Okay, one of our last couple lessons that we have to go is actually a pretty easy one of using pronouns with contractions. Most of these we've done before. We have talked about contractions with not in the past, and you've been using contractions for a long time. Here we're specifically talking about pronouns and contractions. Okay. And really, they're the helping verb pronouns. Some of them, remember, helping verb, linking verbs. Am, is, are, was, with, am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had. Okay. So, all I'm doing in this is showing you some words with my contractionator. Now, here's a little disclaimer. Contractionator is not a real word. It's a made up word. I didn't make it up. Somebody else made it up. I have to give them credit. So here are some examples. I have. We're going to put the words through the contractionator. We're going to take I have and turn it into I've. So in I have, we're taking out the letters HA, replacing them with that apostrophe to get I have. From I have to I've. You will. When I put it through my contractionator, it becomes you'll. Take away the WI and replace it with an apostrophe, and you get you'll. Next ones. Now, some of these here are not ones that are in your lesson, but they're ones that you need to know, and especially the words would. If we take a pronoun like he and put it in the contractionator with the word would, we get he'd. So look at that one. We're actually taking out a lot of letters. We're taking the OU and the L and replacing that with an apostrophe and getting he'd. He'd. He'd love to be done with school right now. She's. There's, we take that, put it into the contractionator, the pronoun she with the helping verb is, and we get she's. She's a good student. Next, it would. Well, if I took out the WOUL in the last one, I get, whoops, not moving that, it'd. Now that's a strange sounding one. It'd be nice if it would stop raining today, meaning it would be nice if it stopped raining today. We have. We have, we're going to take out the letters HA to have we've. We've. We've been doing a lot of online work lately. The next two. They are. Put that into my contractionator and you get one of those homophones. There. I know they're going to be happy when school is done. Yes, I'm thinking like my students. There. That is the contraction there. We are becomes we're. Now, this is not were. That's WERE, the past tense word. This is we're. I know we're all going to be happy when Friday comes and there's no more lessons left to do. We are. We're. We have a couple more. Now we have the contraction I am. The pronoun I with the helping verb am becomes I'm. I'm working on my lessons for tomorrow. He is becomes he's. He's a great student. The contraction I and will, the helping verb will, which makes a verb in the future tense. We're going to take out the letters W and I to make I'll. I'll be happy when school is over too. We will. We'll all be happy when school is over. Well, I think we will. Maybe not everybody. And a couple more. It is. This is another one of those homophones. This becomes it's. This is the contraction it is. I think it's going to rain all day. So if I take that out and make it is, I think it is going to rain all day, then I have the contraction. Then we have you are. Put that in my contractionator and you get your. This is another homophone. Don't mix this up with your. That's the um, object pronoun. This is the contraction you are. I'm sure you're excited for PBL week. I'm sure you are excited for PBL week if you can use the two words, then you have a contraction. We have a couple more. Nope, no. So this is where we don't want to get confused when using homophones. A homophone's there, and your, and its. So I'm going to go over those just to remind you so that you're not making those mistakes. Let's start with the theirs. So here's an example. They're not going to misuse any of their homophones while there. I used them all in one sentence. THERE is that location. There is a place. You can remember that. It ends with here. Remember? I am there. I am here. This is a location. Put your ball over there. THEIR, there, means that it belongs to them. This is the possessive form. This is the one that we've gone over in this chapter. This ball is their ball. So that's the possessive. The ball belongs to them. There is a contraction for they are. They're going to play kickball after lunch. If you can replace it with the words they are, then you have the contraction. They are going to play kickball after lunch. They're going to play kickball after lunch. Then we're going to skip this, and we're going to go to the yours. You're going to have to put the correct word in your sentences. So YOU apostrophe RE is a contraction for you are. You're going to run track next week. Well, maybe next year. You are going to run track next week. That's the contraction. And your, YOUR, means belonging to you, the possessive. Please remember your track shoes. Track shoes are yours, YOUR. That's the pronoun. Skipping that, and we're going into this one. It's important that you put the word in its correct place. IT apostrophe S is a contraction for it is. It's going to rain tomorrow. I hope not, but I think it is. It is going to rain tomorrow. That's the contraction. And it's without the apostrophe is a possessive pronoun. The dog will need to be in its house. So we can't say in it is house. The house belongs to the dog. So that's the possessive form. So don't mix up your homophones. We're going to skip those. And that is it. So your assignment is going to be on page 337. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. 337, number 6 through 15. Yes, that's it. Only 6 through 15. So you're only going to do part A only. You only have to write the contraction. It. You do not need to do part B. Simple assignment today, page 337, 6 through 15. Part A only, write the contraction. Luck, and it's due tomorrow, Wednesday.